This is a tutorial for how to fill out the eligibility screener, enroll in the project, and complete the first PJP survey. So the first thing you'll see is this welcome page, and once you read the welcoming message, you can click this arrow on the right and go on to the next page. Then you will have to respond to these questions to determine whether you're eligible to participate in the project. So if you are, then you would say that you are a woman who's 18 years or older, and that yes, you do live in New York City, including Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, or Staten Island. And then here you will say where you were born, so please choose your country of birth from the drop-down menu. My country of birth is Mexico, but you will pick your own country of birth. And then you will click the arrow on the bottom right and move on to the next page. Then they will let you know that you are eligible and you'll be able to complete another survey. So you are allowed to answer the two following questions, but to see how you will proceed. So first you pick the language you want to do the project in. We'll say English for now, but there will be tutorials in both Spanish and Bangla if those are your languages of preference. And then you have to decide whether you want to make your journal entries on a computer or phone. So you can choose to enter an email address or a phone number. We'll choose email address for now, but you can pick either. And then you will enter your email address. I'll make up a fake one right now, but you should enter your real email address. And once you've entered your real email address on here so that they can contact you, you will click on the arrow and go on to the next page. And so then you will see some instructions from the project. And once you read those, you'll click and move on to the next page. And then here you'll see an info sheet, and participants will only be asked to agree and read this info sheet and with the terms of the study on this occasion. But then you'll enroll in the project and not repeat this step. So make sure to read these instructions very carefully and decide whether or not you want to participate in the project. And then there's another tutorial that explains all of the parts of this agreement in depth, but for the sake of time, we will not go through them. You'll reach the bottom, and if you agree with the terms, you'll click on I agree, and then move on to the next page. And then there will be some survey questions that you can answer, and we'd appreciate it if you could answer the questions, but if you don't want to, you can just scroll to the bottom and click next. And you can just say continue without answering, or again, answer the questions. You'll do the same thing here. And then you'll be taken to the page where you can make your first journal entry, and you will select how you want to enter your first journal entry. There's a very detailed tutorial in all the languages explaining how to upload an audio recording. So for now, we'll just say you'll write in a text box, and then you'll enter here. You can enter whatever you want to say in your journal entry in this text box. And once you're done, you can move on to the next page. For the second journal entry, you're going to be offered two different questions. So you're going to pick the one you want to answer. Again, pick how you want to answer the question. So we'll say write in a text box again. We'll enter here. And you'll write whatever you want to write for your journal entry here. And then move on to the next page. Then you'll be asked if you want to add anything else to your journal this month. If you select yes, this won't take you back to the entries you already entered, but you'll be able to add a third entry. But for now, we'll say no and move on. And then you'll be done with the survey.